What's up, Sports Wars? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we have a potential civil war breaking out at one of my favorite websites, Barstool Sports. I'm a huge fan of Barstool Sports. I'm a big fan of their podcast, of their social media presence, and of Dave Portnoy, El Presidente. And there's a lot going on right now, and Dave Portnoy is making a lot of waves, and he just interviewed the President of the United States. And obviously, anything involving Trump is going to be very polarizing, and this is no different than any other circumstance that you've seen with Trump's name. But Big Cat, one of the bigger voices at Barstool, was very vocal in his displeasure with the direction that is going on with Dave and Barstool, and we're going to talk about it right now. Now, I understand both sides of this situation. I think both men have valid points. I don't think that Dave has actually responded publicly to Big Cat, but what I'm saying is I understand Big Cat's concerns, but I also understand what Dave is doing, and I support Dave 100% in what he's doing. So it says, Barstool founder Dave Portnoy interviewed President Donald Trump at the White House on Thursday. On Friday, on his SiriusXM show, The Yak, longtime Barstool stalwart Dan Katz, Big Cat, weighed in on the matter and expressed his displeasure with not having been given a heads up. Now, this is a 9-minute video. It's been viewed by almost 2 million people at this point in time. I'm not going to play any of the video, but I'll give you the details as the article does right here. Katz's frustration was not necessarily with the fact that Portnoy interviewed Trump. The opportunity to sit down with the president is rare and must be deliberated, Katz acknowledged. Where he was more upset was the fact that he found out via Twitter and thus was not given a heads up by Portnoy, Barstool CEO Erica Nardini, or the leaders of Barstool's parent companies Penn National or Sherman Group. Katz said that the decision to interview President Trump represented a dynamic shift away from Barstool's goal of staying away from politics and trying to make people laugh, and that if Portnoy were to interview Trump, it should have been with real rigor, preparation, and follow-up questions, as opposed to participating in a stunt merely to help the president's wavering popularity. Katz continued, saying that Portnoy, Nardini, and Penn National CEO Jay Snowden looked him in the eye at the time of the Barstool acquisition and told him he was a partner in the company. For the first time in his years at Barstool, he said he questions what he's doing here. It's been 12 hours, and whatever it's been, trying to understand where I fit in now. There's only two explanations. One is they didn't want to talk to me because I would probably be the only dissenting view, which means that when there's a tough decision to be made and Dan might disagree, we just won't ask him, so we don't have to hear his view. That means my opinion doesn't matter. Or two, they just straight up his opinion doesn't matter. Either way, my opinion does not matter at this company the way I thought it did 12 hours ago. Now, that is all we have right now. I haven't seen Dave Portnoy actually respond publicly, so this could be a big problem. And again, I understand both points of view. I understand where Big Cat is coming from, because Big Cat has that same view that a lot of us have, which is keep politics out of sports. He's saying keep politics out of this thing that I've been a part of for so long, that we have built, that's been more or less fun, comedic, more like a frat house, entertainment vibe. I totally get that. I understand where he's coming from completely, and I think most people are going to agree with that sentiment. Where I disagree, though, is the fact that, and again, to be clear, he said in the video that he had the opportunity to have Joe Biden on months ago on Pardon My Take, and he turned that down to stay out of politics. That needs to be commended. My point here is, when it comes to the President of the United States of America, before Trump, it was always an honor and a privilege to talk to the President of the United States, regardless where he was in party lines, what his policies were. You respected the office. We saw it with NBA players, NFL players, all willing to go to the White House when they won, when they were invited, because it was a sign of respect to be, offered that opportunity, that rare opportunity to go to the White House and meet with the President of the United States. ESPN on many occasions had President Obama on their network to have him involved with a lot of the NCAA tournaments and the predictions and the Sweet 16 and the Final Four. President Obama was a big sports fan, and he was featured multiple times on ESPN, and I never heard a real issue with that. I never heard that it was actually ESPN getting into politics. Never heard that argument. It never happened with George W. Bush or Bill Clinton or any other presidents in my lifetime. But when it comes to Donald Trump, it seems like getting involved with him, the reaction is always, why are you siding with Trump? And there's been a mega shift in our culture and in the way politics are being looked at now, and it all comes down to Trump. He's such a polarizing figure, and people are just so insane when it comes to this dude. I don't understand why he gets people triggered so much. He's just another politician. Yes, he's Donald Trump. Yes, he says things differently than a lot of other people, but he's still the president of the United States. But I understand where both men are coming from. Dave is never going to turn down that opportunity. I personally think, as someone who has, now again, on a much smaller scale with Geeks and Gamers, because we do have a bigger channel. This is our Sports Wars channel. We have a bigger channel. Our main channel, Geeks and Gamers, has over 250,000 subscribers. We have a gaming channel that has about 7,000. We have a theme park channel that has about 5,000 or 4,000 subscribers. We have a lot of moving parts, including a full team, editorial staff on the website, social media team. We have a lot of people here. And as we continue to build this brand up, and I have big opportunities, I try to include some of the key people that have helped me build this brand. And I see where Big Cat has that issue where he's like, this is one of the biggest things that has happened to this company. And I found out on Twitter. I wasn't consulted. I wasn't talked to. I wasn't given a heads up. And I see how he feels slighted 100%. And to Dave's point, yeah, I see exactly why Dave did it. But yeah, Dave probably made a mistake by not talking to him based on what we're hearing, based on the fact that he said he's a partner. He was told by Penn National he's a partner. He was told by Dave. He was told by the CEO that he was a partner. And for him to be left out, interesting indeed. I hope these guys get it worked out. I really do. Because Barstool is a great brand. I've always looked at Barstool as a type of brand that I wanted to emulate in some ways. And not necessarily in terms of their specific model, but in terms of having so many great, powerful voices that are beyond Dave. Like, Big Cat is his own voice. And I love that even though Dave is El Presidente, Big Cat is there, and Big Cat can be heard, and Big Cat is known for being such an integral part of Barstool, and I love that. So hopefully these guys can get things figured out. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please go over to geeksandgamers.com and sign up for an account. Jump into the forums, make yourself an account, and then for $10 a month, consider becoming a premium member to get you exclusive access from the Geeks and Gamers team. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.